Test.
Good morning,
Test.
everybody. Welcome to another edition of
Wait, you didn't do
I
a
Can't
test.
See an Image. There we go. An amazing Sunday morning mock draft stream where we're going to talk some player news. We're going to
No.
do a bunch of mock drafts and we're going to play a
No.
game or do a segment about handcuffs, Josh, right?
No.
No?
We're not gonna do any of these things.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I'm not into this today. I'm just gonna sit here and chill.
I got my coffee. I'm ready to rock. I actually am in a mock draft. I'm probably auto picking by now. So there's that. But that's the plan today. Started Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, and Darren Waller. I kind of like that. I want to do some running back heavy and some wide receiver heavy drafts. Like I want to go like 3 receivers and see how awful my running backs are. Although we did see a bit of that last week, didn't we?
I did that last week, and my running backs really weren't that. Obviously, they weren't elite, but they all were also not like the worst thing in the world. You know, like
Yeah. Ironically, I think Jamal Williams is hurt now, and he might have been one of your guys. I'm pretty sure he was because I remember being a little higher on him in that mock draft. I think you got Jamal, and I was like, "Oh, I do kind of like your
I got
squad
Jamal
a little
Williams
bit."
in like every mock draft last
Yeah,
year.
right. Well, we're both kind of pinpointing some value there, so for sure, for sure. Let's see, where's
He's
my little
hurt.
pop-out chat here? There we go. So
What do you
the
mean he's hurt?
yeah, I thought I heard he was hurt, or
DeAndre Swift is.
he didn't play in the dress rehearsal, so to speak. Oh,
A
Swift.
lot of people didn't.
Well, that's fair, but I'm just saying I thought I read he was hurt.
Yeah, and I think that, and this is
I
going to
could be
lead
wrong.
kind of into our news here.
Mhm.
I mean, I think a lot of times people are just teams are just like, yeah, he's mildly injured. We're just playing it safe. Like let's not risk it.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna.
A lot of players yesterday did
Lo-
not play.
Right, a lot of fans and media alike are kind of hating on the Cowboys for the injury being kind of shoved under the rug and it lingering or what have you. But I'm like, dude, there's players that like didn't play a lick in the preseason. I think LT is the first one that comes to mind, meaning LaDainian Tomlinson. I don't know about if Florence Taylor did or not. I'm sure he probably did.
One of the greatest running backs of all time.
Did AP ever play in preseason? I feel like he didn't.
Not after his rookie season, I don't think. And even then,
Yeah, remember when AP was the backup? Year 1? I can't remember who that
he
back
wasn't
was.
really the backup. He was just like one.
He kind of
B.
took over, but he came into the year sharing a lot of time with I can't remember the guy's name.
Really?
Yeah.
Chester Taylor.
Thank you. Nice. Good job. I was about to look it up.
How
I
do you
thought you
forget
were
a name
saying
like Chester? I mean, if his
Yeah,
name was like
yeah.
Luke Williams, I'd have been like, I don't remember. I'm never gonna remember that.
Luke
You know?
Williams. That's fair. Yeah, I did forget old Chester's first name there, for sure. All right, so I got a mock draft going on somewhere over here.
Okay, so let's start with some news here.
Yes, go right ahead.
Um, wait. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, man. I'm slept in for a little bit. In
I
a bit
don't
of a
sleep
rush to
ever.
get this going, but it worked out well. I don't know. All the knobs are knobbed and the dials are dialed, so Tink is happy for now. until 15 minutes from now when I want to tinker with something.
This freaking guy.
How
I'm
about
doing
you?
just fine, thanks, Chris.
How about you?
Once again, pretty hungover.
I was pretty good
Probably
last
worse
night.
than last week.
I was pretty. You said worse than last week?
Yeah, probably worse than last week.
Hello.
Anyways, let's move on to some news. We got some moving over to the Dak desk. Dak's shoulder
Right.
is looking pretty good, and it looks like he's going to start the first game of the regular season. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Justin Fields didn't look nearly as good as he had in Week 1 yesterday. He only had 80 yards passing and 46 yards on the ground. I mean, that's not terrible for a half of game worth of work, you know. But at the same time, it was apparently he didn't look very good doing it. Zach Wilson, on the other hand, for the quarterback for the New York Jets, looked pretty good yesterday. Probably a lot of it was against the Packers' second stringers on defense because like the Packers are one of those teams that like didn't really play a lot of their quote starters in their week 2 game. So there's that. Let's move on to the running backs here. Zach Moss, he only got 4 carries on, was it yesterday or Friday? I can't remember which. But Devin Singletary has been looking pretty good in training camp and preseason. So Zach Moss's injuries, while it is mildly concerning his usage yesterday. The team could have just been playing it safe with him, like a lot of teams seem to be doing in preseason this year, or. On the other note, though, Devin Singletary playing well and Zach Moss not playing all that much or at all.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? Like, do we need to maybe start really heavily considering moving Zach Moss down and Devin Singletary up? Or do we just need to wait just a few more days, maybe another week, and reevaluate?
August 22nd. I'd like to give it another week. I mean, I was just the one kind of throwing out there that sometimes players just don't play, and it's for the best in preseason.
What about some teams that are? I mean, if you're drafting today, you know, like I think if you're drafting today, because some people are, you know, like I think that you have to. I think you have to really be concerned about Zach Moss if you're drafting today.
Agreed. If gun to head, so to speak, I'm probably dropping him at least a couple rounds, and just that necessarily thrusts Singletary up there a bit. Yeah, that's where I'd have to lean. Go for receptions, and most of us are playing in some form of PPR. Yeah, Singletary isn't.
You're a PPR,
right? It isn't a world beater, but. We'll see. You know, maybe I'm wrong about him because I'm the one who was a fan about a year ago, and I still have him still on my dynasty squad.
Military?
Yeah, he's in my dynasty squad. I thought about dangling him out there.
I got him at 28 right now. You have him at 30. All right, we're talking about Moss. I'm talking about Moss here.
Go ahead. Gotcha. Understood.
Singletary is like, I mean, he's way down there for me. I have him at 39.
You always were a bit
lower. You have him at 41.
Yeah. And like I said,
so maybe they need to be more in the maybe they both need to be more in like the mid 30s sort of range, you know, behind, you know, James Robinson's type and, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's keep moving on to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He injured his ankle on Friday night's game versus the Cardinals. According to Andy Reid, doesn't look like a high ankle sprain. Thanks, Dr. Reed. We'll just leave it to the professionals and see what they say, like, come tomorrow. All right, guy?
He comes in with his clipboard, peers into the huddle where he's hurting on the field. That doesn't look like a high ankle sprain.
Doesn't look like a high ankle sprain. Like, what the... Like, as his bone sticking out and everything. He's like, nah, that's not definitely not a high ankle sprain. It's like, I broke my leg, coach. Yeah, but that's not a high ankle sprain there, kid. So just... Let's just go back to playing. Swap it off, all right?
Don't make me relive Dak from last year. Oh God.
Oh.
I'm not. Well, I am kind of squeamish with my own blood, but not typically
that's
on.
So weird.
Film.
That's so weird.
I know it is.
It's so weird when people are like, "Ew, blood." I'm like, it's blood, whatever.
Yeah. No. Well, I don't know about other people's blood. I haven't spilt any lately.
You've never seen like your daughter's blood before?
Oh yeah, I've seen a cut here or there. Sure, yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
I mean, I have before. I guess I was just saying it. I haven't been inundated with it, like. No. But my own blood, yes, it can be like but finger cut doesn't really do it. But when I shot my finger with a nail gun, it was like, oh, here we go. It's gonna hit me in about 3.5 seconds. Ghost white. Oh. That's how it goes. It's probably mental. I don't know. That's gotta be. You think I'm anemic?
You're anemic.
Anyway, was that
I'm
the
not
news?
joking.
Was that the news?
No, I got plenty more.
Sorry, go right ahead.
Kenneth Gainwell, running back out of Memphis. He is currently on the Philadelphia Eagles roster. I say currently like he's leaving. He's not. He has been getting some work all over the field, in the backfield, in the slot, out wide. He's shown some elusiveness. He's shown some ability to do some pass blocking as well. You know, like you hear about players like this every year in the preseason. I personally loved like when you did some coverage on him pre NFL draft for the show. I got really kind of excited for him. I mean, I looked at him too, but like you were the one that had him as a player that you wanted to like keep an eye on in his landing spot. So
For sure.
that kind of made me kind of like, you know, be like, oh, maybe I need to keep an eye on this guy. And then he landed with the Eagles, and then did Kerryon Johnson get signed before or after the NFL draft?
Before would make
With
more
the Eagles.
sense. I don't remember, but before would make more sense. Either
I
way,
think he got signed before the NFL draft, and then they drafted Kenny Gainwell.
and
I was
everybody's
like,
like, what the
oh.
heck?
Well, guess who's not on the Eagles anymore, and that is Kerryon Johnson. So I mean,
Fair.
they still have other backs there as well, but I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously Miles Sanders and Boston Scott.
Yep.
But this Kenneth Gainwell like stuff is, I'm kind of like I was thinking about this last night. I'm kind of wondering if the Eagles, like, no matter what Miles Sanders does this year, I wonder if he's not going to be with the team next year. You know, because they have a Kenneth Gainwell that can kind of do everything.
Yeah. To put a little more nuance to that, I'd say maybe they realize what they've got in him, and it wasn't quite what they thought when they drafted him. And they're like, well, if you're just going to play this role for us, this kind of pass catching specialist, change of pace, yes, a good percentage of snaps, but still a role player, maybe we could get a guy cheaper and just bye. Yes, see you later.
Who are you talking about?
Sanders. If they drafted,
You didn't say anything. You didn't say his name or nothing. You were just
sorry.
This guy. I'm like, are you talking about?
If they
talking about Miles Sanders?
Yeah, if they're thinking what they've got in Sanders is less than what they had before, if they're resolved to the fact that he's a good player, but he's not a 3-down guy, or
well, that if you could like trade him to someone too, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think it's obvious to everybody they're punting this year. You know,
I
it's gonna be
don't
pretty bad.
think it's.
I think 35-0 in the preseason kind of shows you a little bit.
Means absolutely nothing. Yeah. Okay.
Well, what it means something to the bottom of that roster, which is what we're talking about here. I mean, Gainwell, he's got
35 to nothing. Like,
I mean, he's going to make the team.
Nothing in the preseason.
And he was also like a I want to say like a fifth. Like,
yes,
people forget
exactly.
he's not like he's not a high investment to play a devil's advocate there. Anyway.
But I mean, it was also one of those, like, he wasn't like I mean, like, he's an athlete. Like, he's not necessarily like a quote unquote running back, but he's an athlete, kind of.
Playmaker.
I mean, kind of like Miles Sanders, really, in the sense that like he's a really good athlete. Maybe not the greatest football player, but maybe Kenneth Gainwell is the better football player than and will end up. Let me rephrase that. Will end up being the better football player than Miles Sanders technically is. You know, Miles Sanders athlete, maybe not greatest football player.
Fair.
Sometimes those two do not. Those two paths don't cross each other, you know.
For sure. And I'm a fan of Memphis backs.
I mean, so what do you think about this then? Do you think this is actual, like, just preseason hype, or do you think that Kenneth Gainwell could actually be a legit player and be fantasy relevant?
I think for redraft it's a wait and see. I think for redraft it's a last round or two pick. Probably hopefully a good one, but it's just he's so
a guy
buried.
to keep an eye on once the season starts. Maybe
exactly. You start seeing play in slot or something and put up a couple.
Here's
good games.
Here's another guy to move. Let's move on to wide receiver here, and here's another guy that people should really keep an eye on and maybe think about drafting late. And that's Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's been working with the first team offense, which then again, it could just be preseason hype, but the fact that he is in on first team offensive packages is great. The only problem with that is that apparently, like from what I read, is that the Browns are going to try and utilize that 12 personnel set more often this year with David Njoku and is it Harrison Bryant there?
Harrison Bryant.
Or no, Austin Hooper. We were talking about this last
Hooper
night.
from the Falcons. Yeah.
And to a lesser extent, Harrison Bryant too. You know, like. So, like, Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to be he's going to be in on more 3 wide receiver sets. Obviously, with Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham being the 1-2 at the wide receiver position. but I really think that this is okay. When I watched all that Baker Mayfield film for the Eye on Baker Mayfield, the very first one I ever did, like it's
You like
once
what
again
you
not a
saw?
Browns fan.
Right.
Like I saw like a handful of really good Donovan Peoples Jones plays, and one of at least one of them was when Odell Beckham was still healthy. So it's nice to see that the coaching staff sees the potential that I saw in DPJ, but for right now, it's more of a real late round stash or a guy to really keep your eye on come regular season, like on
Mhm.
for waiver wire pickups and whatever. That's all I really got on him. You got anything else to say about DPJ?
No, just that I think from fantasy perspective, folks would like to see that offense trend in a slightly more pass orientated manner. And we're not asking them to reinvent the wheel. We all know they're a run heavy offense, but it'd be nice to see some 3 wide receiver sets. And I feel like he's DBJ, not DPJ,
DP.
like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. DPJ is a coach favorite.
Like a donut peanut butter or peanut jelly
peanut butter
sandwich.
Peanut butter with a baseball bat. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the coaching staff likes him a lot. I think he's been there for a couple years, and yeah,
This is his second season.
that's it. He seems like he's been there 3 years, but no, I hear you.
No, it's his second season. He was a late round pick, not this draft obviously, but the draft
That
before.
says something to be in the
and
quote, starting lineup.
he was a really good like college player for Michigan. I think the reason that he fell was
Michigan had some rough years too there for a while with Harbaugh.
Right, but
yeah,
well, I think one of the reasons why he fell was maybe a bit of an attitude problem in college. Like he was calling out coaches and whatnot.
that does kind of sound familiar. I don't want to.
I don't like. I'm not positive.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah, I'm
positive.
not
So
sure
don't
either.
quote me on that. I'm
Yeah.
just speculating or trying to remember. Like trying to remember why the days of the week are called what they are. That was terrible.
Sounds like they got a value because a guy dropped for some reason. And they
Exactly.
took
Well,
a chance
exactly. And
he's
like
turned
I
it
think
around.
they drafted him because they were just like, well, I mean, Odell Beckham's contract's going to be up at some point, and if we can turn this guy into a legit wide receiver one, in the 5th round, which is what the 5th round's for,
Mhm.
like
You draft traits
if we can keep
in the later
if we can
rounds.
keep if we can like metaphorically beat the bad behavior out of him, like
Mhm.
we could
Coach it
we
out
could
of him.
have a
We'll put it that way.
yeah.
Mentor it out of him. And hey, maybe
I
OBJ.
said metaphorically.
Right. And maybe OBJ's. I'm sure he probably has matured a lot. I'm not a fan because I'm a Cowboys fan and all that. But I've got him pretty respectfully ranked this year in fantasy. I continue to rise on him. I love that value. I like this
All
offense.
right, let's move on to Elijah Moore. Still not a ton of news about his quad injury, but he did not play on Saturday. But it looks like he's on a target to start week 1. My only problem with that is that he's more or less missed all the preseason action and a little bit of the end of training camp too. So maybe not a week 1, or maybe not a draftable guy, but definitely after week 1 or 2, a guy that you could consider picking up off the waiver wire. Oh, let's move on to N'Keal Harry. He has a shoulder injury somehow. Sounds like he's going to miss 4 weeks, which puts him in danger of missing week 1 of the preseason or of the regular season. I only bring up N'Keal Harry. No one was drafting him, but I bring it up because maybe, just maybe, this brings just a little bit of clears up the murkiness at the wide receiver position for New England. Maybe gives Nelson Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne just that much more playing time to start with. Mac Jones, that's right, Mac Jones, not Cam Newton. I'm sure Cam Newton's going to be the week 1 starter, but I don't think it's going to last.
Apparently,
long.
they both played well. Of course, it was 35-0, so preseason. Both quarterbacks
and also
played well.
preseason.
Yep.
Preseason score matters not. Denzel Mims, he has an unknown injury, and this guy just can't put it together this year. Like it's bad. Like it is like all reports coming out of training camp is that he has not played well. He's getting buried on the depth chart. Now he has an unknown injury. And maybe sometime while he's out with his injury, he's going to have an epiphany. But it doesn't seem very likely. I'm considering dropping him out of my rankings altogether. Like
I don't think he's draftable. I mean, don't they have so they have Devonta Smith, the rookie they brought in. Oh wait.
What?
I'm sorry, Jets. They had brought in Corey
wrong,
Davis.
right color,
green.
wrong team.
Wrong green. And then Elijah Moore is tearing up camp, right?
Okay. Let's just start at the top here. It is the dude out of Tennessee, Corey Davis, which who apparently has had a very good preseason. So it looks like it's going to be Corey Davis, Jamison Crowder, and Elijah Moore. And while I'm not advocating anyone Corey Davis, don't be surprised if he's a week 1 or like a pre-week 2 waiver wire ad. You know, like.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
Like I said, once again, I'm not advocating anyone to draft Corey Davis, but if you do so, do it late in the draft and be prepared that maybe he's gonna be your like post week 1 waiver wire pickup.
And apparently, going back real quick to whether preseason matters or not. He just garnered a bunch of targets in what would be the dress rehearsal, I guess. And yes, on one hand, you like to see your number ones rest in the preseason. On the other hand, I think they might have wanted to see something here with these 2 or 3 guys they have in their receiver rotation.
That and for to watch him play with the rookie quarterback too.
Zach Wilson. Very good, very well said. Yeah, to keep an eye on him. I think he's very undervalued in fantasy. Corey Davis, that is.
Denzel Mims, he's looking. He maybe a little too early in his career to label him a bust, but he's looking pretty busty.
Yeah, for sure. Big 12 receiver.
Emmanuel Sanders had a bit of a foot injury. He sat out Saturday's game. Doesn't sound like there's anything to worry about here. But the bigger story, which is really rumors, but is that Emmanuel Sanders. We didn't really touch on this last week, but Emmanuel Sanders has been outplaying Gabriel Davis, so it sounds like Gabe Davis is going to be more
I've heard
receivers
I've
3
heard
sets than the secondary receiver to Stephon Diggs. So I can tell you to go to hell for being right
about Gabe Davis being 3rd. Is that what the
because
right?
you were like I remember you saying this, and I will give you credit where credit is due. I remember you saying I believe that Emmanuel Sanders is going to end up being the wide receiver too, not Gabriel Davis. So you were right. So far, it sounds like you're right. So
I still like the role that the Davis is going to play.
As the British say, go screw.
But yeah, I think, and I don't have my rankings in front of me, and I heard an analyst kind of compare another guy or two right in that area of ADP, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to drop you a couple.
Rankings on who?
Gabe Davis. In that area of the rankings. There's a bunch of names like that. Like Mooney. Mooney is above him and has been for me quite some time now.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's not how that works, kids. I'm supposed to say thank you.
You have Gabriel Davis at 44.
Yeah, and you're still
I have him at 46, higher. Actually.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, and you still have him a tad higher. It's the other way around. Okay.
Yeah, I dropped Gabe Davis 2 weeks ago after I heard that Emmanuel Sanders was outplaying him. I was like, okay.
Well, and Beasley. But for that particular spot,
I don't really consider Beasley much of a threat this year.
I'd like to look. I
think he's not vaccinated. He's going to get COVID, and he's going to. I'm making a joke, but kind of not really. Go get vaccinated, folks. Like what? I don't understand There's no reason to be hesitant about it. Go get vaccinated. It's free.
Take care of the health of your community. Let's go.
It's free, and like very few people have side effects. So what is the purpose of holding back? You know,
I feel great. I feel great.
I can see clearly now the vaccine is in me
because I don't have COVID. So
anyways,
let's not get this thing canceled.
That's about all I had.
Nice.
As far as like news, some of it was just more rumors and everything, but I really like that DPJ news, and I don't like the Mims news, and I'm gonna just update him right out of my rankings right
So speaking of hype and news, just a little bit ago, Logan Thomas has a chance to lead all tight ends in snaps played this year. Finished 3rd among tight ends in catches last season. Got better each week in first year as starting tight end. And he might be a little bit quarterback proof in that what we believe is probably Fitzpatrick all year, but we're a little trepidatious there for just a minute. I know I was. I know you were.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Right, and I've heard like
you more
stuff
than me.
about like
you moved him. I didn't move him yet. That's fair. But
I've heard more stuff about like, oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick and Logan Thomas are really connecting in training camp and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, let's see what happens come regular season when Ryan Tannehill is not throwing him the ball. You know,
I would. Well, yeah, you're right. We got to see it, I guess, but we can't to a certain extent with our draft. I would say I'm pretty confident that Fitzpatrick will at least be there the first several games. But also, I think it's even more important to look at Curtis Samuel's health. And if Curtis Samuel's is out, which we think he very well might be for a week or two to begin the regular season.
He is for now.
Yeah, so I think that just puts even more emphasis on Thomas and Gibson out of the backfield. They keep toying with us there, saying we're going to throw him the ball more.
Who, Gibson?
Yeah, Antonio Gibson. Yes, sir.
I wouldn't believe that at all because apparently
that's
this
what I'm
coaching
saying.
staff really likes J.D. McKissick.
Yeah, I was just going to say he's on the roster and he's good at what he does actually. So he's kind of the new.
He's got
James
a role
White.
And he's good at it.
Yeah, he's the new James White, etc. What was that other Washington back that flashed for a bit? Chris Thompson. Oh man. He was something, just couldn't stay healthy.
Oh my God! Just the overdrafting and the love for Chris Thompson, and the guy could never, ever stay healthy.
Yep.
Which is sad for him.
I'd see him on the waiver wire of the keeper league every year because 10 teams, so it'd be more likely that a guy like that would kind of be popping off on the waiver wire and be like, I can do it for a week. He'll probably be okay for a week or two. I need a spot starter.
Then he gets injured in the first quarter, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Anyways,
I got some draft pulled up here. What did I just? Oops. How did that happen? I'm sorry. Yeah. Somebody hit the wrong button. It was me. Yep. It was this guy. So one transition is gonna be a little messed up, in that. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to do it, and it's going to go blip, and it's going to be fine.
Whatever.
So I got the lobby pulled up here.
You want to do one? You want to go head to head on one or something?
I was going to share the stream. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt your news. It's a wrinkle in the thing that I need to amend. I need to do this before we even get into the news, because it's just so much easier done from the PC. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. All right, folks. So we're going to get into a mock draft here.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. You got any ideas? I'm open. I am a book or something that's open.
Hooker's legs. Yes, nailed it. We have let's start with a 2 QB league. There's a 10 per team one. No one's in it. It starts in about 8 minutes. I'm going to take the 4 spot.
Go for it. Almost there.
Waiting for you to.
I know.
And I'm waiting. So last week when I did 2 QB mock, I went quarterback. This week in the 4 spot, I'm going to try and we'll see how the draft goes, but I might go star and scrub at quarterback, where try and get an elite guy. I am scroll down, I'm looking at 6'9", 607.
Well, I'm sorry, what were the parameters of the league? I didn't catch all that. I was concentrating. 2 quarterback. Thank you. I did hear that actually. And just 10 teams, probably?
607.
10 teams? 6'9",
right
607. And you're in the what spot?
I'm in the 4.
Thank you. Yeah, last.
You're going to go 10? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tink. Can y'all see okay?
Why does it say it's starting at 59 minutes, or does it always do that?
There it goes. It's just refreshed to 7 minutes.
Oh, mine didn't.
Oh no.
So I got some HBO Max today.
All right.
One of the reasons why I was late because I was watching Kong versus Godzilla, or however it's whatever the movie title is. Yeah. Seems to be an okay movie-ish. Yeah.
It looks pretty cool. I have not checked it out yet. I've been.
I gotta
busy.
say, man, the 4K like streaming thing is freaking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It looks good on the TV. It really, really does.
Good.
Anyways, so yeah, like I said last week, I went quarterback to start the draft. I'm gonna go different this time around.
I'm gonna try to stick to my guns like I kind of do in real life, in a fake game in real life, and
a real fake game.
So basically, we're both waiting on quarterback if we can is what I'm gonna do also. And I'm at the turn.
This is a 2 QB league.
I'm at the turn. Oof. All right. I mean, be liquid, right? Is what we say. But yeah, I'm gonna try and adhere to a little bit of get some talent. Get some
going on with this thing.
Players.
It says I am not in this thing whatsoever. I don't get it.
I just got Lair Bear just joined us. You're still at 4 as far as I can see.
But it says that of all the slots are filled with computer, and then it's starting in an hour for me.
Oh, can you refresh, or does it say don't refresh the page or something?
I'm not part of it. According to my computers. Stupid internet.
That's right.
It says the 4 spots taken by, from if I go back to the draft lobby. But then I go to the actual draft page and
maybe it's just gonna refresh here in a minute. I mean, considering mine the clock seems to be ticking, and I see other people joining us. Okay, one person.
Right. I just don't understand why it's on
why it's not correct.
Yeah, why it's all wonky for me.
I can't understand why all I can see is e-bike advertisements everywhere.
Apparently,
I need to search for images of something else.
I'm getting all on cloud shoe ads, and I'm so excited to get these shoes for work. Oh my god! It's been a while since I spent $100 on a pair of work shoes. These were on sale too, and still $100. Yeah. They're expensive, but everyone, I've been seeing nurses around the hospital with them and everything, and I'm like, oh, hey, you got them shoes I've been looking at. How do you like them? And they're like, oh my god, they're so awesome. And I'm like, oh, okay. And the next girl was just like, yeah, they are legit good. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then the third one was just like, oh my god. I'm like, all right, girl, I got it. I'll get a pair this weekend. And
walking on a cloud, huh?
They're called On Cloud. That's the brand.
On Cloud 9.
No, just On Cloud. Yeah, I'm really concerned about this not working for me. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, you can narrate or commentate.
I don't really want to do that though. I kind of want to just take a nap.
Oh well. Goodbye. Well,
you're like, no, that's not allowed.
A couple minutes, 3 minutes. What else we got?
3
here?
minutes. It's going to be about 3 minutes. Man, I can't believe you're still getting e-bike ads, and I want to just punch.
I know it's the weirdest thing though. But when's the last time I searched for images of an e-bike once, and it's
like 2 weeks ago, a week
this
and a half ago.
This website has inundated me with it. Yeah. So
you
weird.
Realize you can
you think I would have searched for other things.
In the upper right hand corner, you can right click on the
ad, I did earlier.
X thing and be not does not apply or already bought or whatever. It's weird. Every once in a while, I get ads for women's underwear, and I'm just like, what is? This is bizarre. Why am I? Why am I getting ads for women's underwear?
Right.
Seriously, I'm just I don't
Thank
wear
goodness
women's
that's
underwear,
not the issue.
and if you enjoy wearing women's underwear and you're not a woman, well, that's more power to you. But I don't wear women's underwear, nor have I ever searched for it. So I'm very confused by why I get randomly ads for it sometimes.
Of course, yeah.
It makes zero sense. Oh man,
there's another. 2 of them. Including you.
Oh, really? Because it shows that, to me, it shows the entire thing is just computer mock draft.
4 of us, including you. So there's probably 3 of us. Anyway, it'll be all right.
How long do we have? Because I have no idea, and I can't see the computer screen.
Minute and a half. Oh yeah, I went back to because I thought it was kind of weird that we were sitting here watching a clock countdown.
Well, that's what this stream is for. We're the clock watchers.
There you go.
Not to be confused with something that rhymes with clock.
I like this. The way the stream looks. It's awesome. I mean, I understand that the background is the screen, but I like the versatility.
I could have done better.
Oh, okay. Mr. Hot Stuff.
I'm just saying that to ruffle your feathers.
I know you are.
It looks good. It really does. Oh man.
Tink got a tink.
What time did we get done with last night?
Chatting last night?
About midnight?
About that.
Yeah, I think I went to bed like shortly after, and I woke up at like 6:30 this morning.
Oh, yeah, not me.
My brain doesn't let me sleep in, man. It really doesn't. It's terrible. I got a
bite to eat, bad. Set my clock for 8, my alarm clock for 8:45, and then snooze for 15 minutes. And that's when I was like, oh crap, it's 9. By the time I get down there and make coffee, etc., give all my family kisses and sit down, it's gonna be close. And I did okay.
Okay. You're like, all right, Daddy's got to go to work, and then your wife's like, get a real job.
You're right.
Where are we at here?
I'm trying to change scenes and it ain't working.
It's already started.
Okay, I was hitting the wrong button.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be part of this then, because it's not doing anything. Frozen.
So Mahomes went first, then CMC. Lair Bear is on the clock. Let's go, Lair Bear.
Scroll up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's showing you
5, 6, 7.
Let's see what happens when you're on the clock.
There's like 7 real people in this mock draft. That sucks. I'm not part of it.
Right. Oh, Team 5. Yeah, I don't think I acknowledged that one before. My bad.
I start my own mock draft.
Lair Bear might be having.
I don't know. That's fine. I don't have to be part of this mock draft. I'll just go do my own mock draft.
Mockety mocking.
Fine.
Chat's
I'm gonna mock a mock draft.
Or I can't see chat. I tested it. It seems to be working. I think it's just a quiet day. Everybody's sleeping in. How about you? Josh AFP took Kamara. How fitting. I love
that is not the draft pick I would have taken. Not at all.
I finally convinced him, folks. Thank you.
No, you didn't. That this mock draft is a lie.
So
it is a freaking
we had
lie.
a huge run of running backs after Mahomes went number 1 overall. We had CMC, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Zeke, and Henry. Then Josh Allen, a conceivable quarterback 2 in some rankings. I bet we see Kyler go before the end. Well, maybe not. A lot of people might have Dak there, or
I don't think anyone has Dak above Kyler besides you.
I have Dak as my number 2 or 3. I think he's my 3.
You crazy person.
There goes Kyler.
See.
Lamar. All right.
Lamar.
And it's hey, I'm on the clock. I said I would not go quarterback.
Kelsey.
Ooh. I get the turn, dude. I'm going running back. I'm going running back just because.
You know what I like to do when I'm doing a mock draft or a real draft is when like one player, if I'm at the turn and one player is ranked higher than the other, I will take the lower ranked one just to slightly stick it to the ADP.
Yeah, I still have Jones above Eckler. I thought as much. It's tempting though. All right, that's I might have to go quarterback next. No, we'll see. We'll see how much I can punt it. But that's kind of an exciting start, I think. Northman 3:15 is on the clock. Can you see everything okay there, Josh? Looks like everything is all right.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Rodgers and Prescott just went, and then Kelsey. I like that. Devontae, first receivers off the board after Saquon and Jonathan Taylor. So you can see the running back position premium is rearing its ugly head, and I helped do that because I took 2 at the turn, and 5 went before that. Let's go, Lair Bear.
Yeah, Lair Bear. Let's get. Oh, I got Devontae Adams. All right, I'm down with that.
I think here in this afternoon when I send out the, I guess, initial time and date of our draft, because now we have 10 folks, right?
Do we?
With Jake?
What?
Oh, no, I think we have
I don't
9.
think so.
I think we have 9 with Jake, don't we?
Let's look. I'll look at this while since nothing's going on in chat, I'll just screw around with this.
Where are we? Russell Wilson, another quarterback, went off after Tyreek Hill, the second receiver. Eckler's off the board.
You know, I'm like completely out on Russell Wilson this year.
Really? I mean, from the perspective of I don't tend to draft quarterbacks early. Yeah, from a perspective of super flex or 2 QB. Yeah, I'm game.
Still am.
I think you're going to miss a great player. Potentially top 5
We're
quarterback.
sitting at 7 right now.
Let's look at quarterback. Ooh, okay. What happened to my webpage here? Oh, there it goes.
I was gonna say to do something stupid like mine did. That's kind of pissing.
I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna go receiver, and I'm gonna get 2 studs, in Justin Jefferson and
CeeDee Lamb.
Not AJ Brown.
I would much have her.
I'll do it. I'll do it just for fun, but my rankings say otherwise. But I'll do it for fun. It's a heck of a start.
Yeah, you know what? I think my rankings say differently too, and maybe I should change that.
So CD is your wide receiver 7. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Amari is still an all-pro receiver, dude. Like, he's not going anywhere. It would seem silly to me for one to argue against AJ Brown's run-heavy offense BS that I keep hearing, and CeeDee Lamb, and not argue that CeeDee Lamb has a lot of mouths to feed. Like, it's the same principle. There's only so many to go around. Yes, it's a pass-heavy team, but there's Amari, there's the running backs, there's Gallup, there's the tight end Jarwin.
Don't forget about Dalton Schultz.
I was playing pretty well with Jarwin on Madden the other night. Hey, this is a thought while we're sitting here BSing. Let me catch up real quick on draft here. Montgomery went in the 4th round, so that's kind of that running back dead zone starting to pop up there. Brady and Tannehill went in terms of quarterbacks in this 2 QB league, and then Waller went off. AJ Brown, as we mentioned a moment ago, went quite a few picks later. And Lair Bear is on the clock. Looks like he's going to auto draft. Matthew Stafford. Josh, would you be open to the idea of playing some Madden on this channel here?
I thought about it.
Yeah, I was thinking like a Sunday, like maybe, I don't know, during the game, or I don't know. We can throw that idea around. We don't have to get to
During
the
the
nitty gritty.
game.
Well, yeah, I would rather watch football, so that's contradictory, but just spitballing.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to start getting TVs again. Oh, man. Why can't they
TVs?
have the NFL Sunday Ticket on streaming? Like, man, I'd give them. I paid $300
Sunday
for it
ticket?
right now.
Damn, really? I'm talking about. I'll get Game Pass is enough for me. Game Pass and what I can get on the Red
Speaking
Zone. I'm
of
sorry,
which,
that's what I'm forgetting.
$55.
I get Red Zone also. I pay for Sling. You have to go up you have to have the part of the package that includes NFL Network, and then I think you have to add another $5 or something. It still ends up becoming cheaper than YouTube TV and all those DirecTV and all those other ways to getting Red Zone. You can't get just Red Zone. If you could,
I don't care about Red Zone. It's so dumb.
I like Red Zone. It's a great even if you're just listening to Red Zone, it's nice to jump back and forth between the games. I have that on along with the local, the Bears or the Cowboys or whatever I may be watching on the ABC. I'm sorry, CBS or Fox. Oh, it's me. No, it's not. I'm next.
According to this, the draft starts in an hour.
Okay, how about the clock? So bear with me.
I want to.
We got to go QB.
Do your make your picks. So
Yeah, we got to go quarterback.
You don't have to go QB at all.
That's
You
not
could
too
wait.
bad. We got Lawrence, Ryan, Baker. Probably definitely taking Baker, right, Josh?
No.
Oh no.
Fuck no.
What, Matt Ryan and Cousins?
I would go. Yeah, that's what I would say.
I knew that's what you're gonna say. I'd rather not go the rookie. Maybe get a rookie as my third.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I like Baker more, and I did take CD for you, so I'm gonna go Matt Ryan.
Baker's
Baker.
upside is so limited.
I think Cousins is relatively
No.
limited. Cousins probably has some more blow up games. It's probably fair, but and we'll see where we go after that because Lawrence.
Scroll back up.
I'm sorry, let me finish looking down here.
Scroll back up.
Fields is still there. Trey Lance is still there.
But you don't want to draft Fields as your starter because he's probably not going to start week 1.
I've already got 2 quarterbacks. That's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm saying in general, like you don't really want to start Fields.
Yeah,
Or
that's
you
why I
want
didn't
you
take
don't want to
Lawrence.
draft him as your second
Right.
quarterback.
It's also why I didn't take Lawrence. Well, no, Lawrence will be the starter. I'm sorry. I also didn't take Lawrence.
I've been hearing some good things.
No,
about
just because my
Gardner Minshew.
rankings say as such, and Lawrence is still my QB1 in terms of rookies, to be clear.
Because he's one of the only two. He's only 2 starting rookie quarterbacks week 1.
Right, but also in the draft in the offseason, I had him. I had
That was
Lawrence
one thing I
as-
didn't put in the what talk about with Justin Fields is that the coaches have still came out and said they're like, Andy Dalton is our week 1 starting quarterback.
They said that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they also told. Yeah, I don't believe him. I don't believe a dang word they say. It's Andy Dalton. man.
you need to come around and realize that Fields is not starting week 1.
Okay. So there was a huge wide receiver run. So Amari went in the 6th.
You want an ice cream bet on that?
There's 2 ways to look at that. No, I'm moving on. There's 2 ways to look at that.
No, I'm calling you
no,
out.
I'm moving
Ice
on.
cream
There's
bet
2
on
ways
that.
to look at this. I took Amari went in the 6th. You could be like, oh, that's great value. Well, like makes me feel like my CD Lamb pick was a bad pick, like value wise. Like if I can get the likes of an Amari Cooper in the 6th. Anyway,
It's also a 2 QB draft too. So like
that's what I meant to say that before I went on that.
So
spiel.
he's really more like a 4th. You know, like.
That's when I took CD at the end of the 4th. So no, he would have been yeah. You're right.
Beginning of the 4th, actually.
Who?
Yeah.
CD?
You took him at the beginning, not the end.
No, I didn't. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
you
right.
did.
You're right. Yeah.
I know I'm right. That's fine. All right. Back to the Amari Cooper ice cream or the Justin Fields ice cream bet.
What?
Put your ice cream where your mouth is. That
What's the bet?
Fields starting week 1 or not?
Okay, done. I thought we
Boom.
had already established that.
No.
Not in bet
No.
form, I guess. Now that you mention it.
If we did, I didn't write it down and put it on the board, but I will
right.
now.
There's that too. I don't know. Yeah. I don't recall. Okay, I'm going to take a glance at running back because it's important and stuff. Feel like receivers looking pretty all right. Ooh, yeah. No, we don't need to do that yet. Wow, he's moved up the rankings. Goodness. Okay.
Who?
Logan Thomas. I think I'm going to go running back here because I feel like I like some of these names. It's kind of running back dead zone, though. Let me come back up here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Lockett.
You.
I might have the best 3 receivers in the league.
No, you don't have DK Metcalf.
So, talking about the sum of the parts. The DK Metcalf team doesn't have a 3rd receiver, so he loses by default.
You're talking about. I thought you meant like NFL wise.
yeah. No, that's a Dallas Cowboys clearly. And how can you hate Russell Wilson in fantasy but think that the best 3 receivers are in Seattle? Who's their 3rd
No,
guy?
I meant. I was talking league wide the best 3 receivers, and I was like, I mean, I guess if you wanted to throw Justin Jefferson as your like one of the 3 best wide receivers, I guess it's more.
Oh, yep, on the wrong page there. Yep, I understand. I think I just auto-picked.
Yeah, we were not even. We were. I mean, we were in
I
the
just
same
auto-picked
neighborhood.
Michael
but,
Thomas.
yeah,
For God's sakes.
I was on the next street over.
That makes me just want to quit this draft. To be honest with you, I just auto-picked
What?
Michael Thomas. We were talking, and I auto-picked. I forgot I had back-to-back. Remember?
Well, let's
I
quit
took-
it and start another one.
Cool.
One where Josh can actually partake in the mock draft.
All right.
And to give you an update, we need one more person for the Friends with Benefits League.
Thank you.
Assuming
got-
Jero ever assuming Jero ever joins.
Who was that?
which I will.
Is that your friend? Is that your friend from work?
That's a big boss.
Gotcha. I thought he joined the.
He wants to do. He said he would do both.
I thought I saw him in Sleeper, in the league.
No,
Oh, okay.
I literally just looked at it. Like,
What do we want to do? Like a 12-team full PPR? Just throwing stuff out there.
oh, no, hold on a second.
I haven't pulled up any. I'm just in standard. All. I haven't.
Let's do a non-PPR 12 team.
Ugh. God, what is it? 1999.
14 team. Let's do a 14 team one.
I don't want to do non-PPR. I'll do half.
A half.
You want to do half?
Let's just do a 12, I guess.
I could do 14. I just don't want to do non-PPR. It's 12 or 14. What do you want to do?
It doesn't matter. There's no one in any of these late mocks anyway, so.
Okay, so half 12 team.
96, 93 starts in a little less than 4 minutes.
Yep. Or the yeah. Okay, let's do that. I do not want to be the last. I don't want to be the first.
Let's do 96, 94 because it starts in like a little over 4 minutes.
Sounds good. I kind of want to be
other people time to join.
Gotcha. 96, 94, as you said. I want to be number 4. I don't know why. I just think that's an interesting turning
Okay,
point.
I'm gonna stick with my number 9 that I accidentally clicked on.
Bam. Enter draft. Tink got a tink. Bam. Draft starts in.
Dude,
it
what is
says,
going on here?
do you have like something blocking cookies or something?
I must.
Check your stuff. Your stuff.
Cookies. Allow all cookies. Sites can use cookies to see browser activity, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, am I sometimes I use the wrong terminology, but I think that's what I'm getting at. Something's not popping up right. Something's not refreshing.
Yeah, something's not going right with it. Let me just close the browser in general, and I will reopen it with a fresh one, and I will. Well, you might as well. Just
Oh,
get
do you
out
still
of
have that
the draft.
VPN on or something? Or no,
No,
you
it's
didn't
not
use
on my
it. You weren't
computer.
using that. No, I'm just spitballing, trying to think of an idea.
And like I said, you might as well just get out of that draft there, right here.
One moment. Is there an actual like exit button, or do you just go back? That's what I just do. I just go back. I don't think there's an exit button. Okay. Sorry, guys. Have fun drafting against nobody.
That's right.
All right. We're back here. Let me know.
I'm just gonna clear my browsing data real quick, and maybe that'll fix it. Because that also like
Might sign you out of a bunch of stuff or whatever.
So
I did that a while back.
Most of my passwords are saved, or I have like 4.
I think that clears them though, doesn't it?
No,
Oh, okay.
it can. You can clear your you can.
I think it's maybe
no,
cookies
I'm
that keep
good,
you
trust
signed in. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I did that a while
And it
back,
clears out my cookies, but
and I got logged out of everything. Which whatever. I've got keep track of all that stuff. I just saying that throws me for a loop sometimes. Excuse me.
I have only like 4 different passwords, so like all my streaming services have one password. I have like one password for everything at work.
I think they say that's bad, but yeah, I hear you. I have it mentally organized also.
Okay, let's do.
Should I let you do it first? Maybe that's the trick. Yeah, let's have you. I'll wait to click into the room. Let's put it that way. Going back to half PPR 12 teams.
Hold on a second.
No problem.
It's still doing it. Wait, no, it's not. Hold on a second. What about this one? Nope. Okay, it's fixed now.
All right.
Hey, you're in this one, and this is the one I'm in too.
Oh God, how do I
And
get back?
I'm also pick 3 as well.
Is it started yet? No. Which
No.
number is it again? 9694. How do I
yeah,
get back in? I don't know.
find the room,
How do I find the room?
or go forward.
Forward.
Instead of going back, go forward in the browser.
Oh. Tink. Hey, I'm back.
I'm DF now. I'm no longer 9. I'm DF.
Why? Oh, really?
I randomly clicked on a draft, and it happened to be the one I was already in.
That's hilarious. So
For
Josh,
reals.
so you've got like two your computer's gonna blow up. It's gonna be like, I cannot compute. There's two Joshes.
At least I'm doing it now. I'm part of it. I'm DF. I'm pick 3, so we're gonna be snaking each other's players.
Oh right, yeah. Well, yeah. So what do we have? 12 team. Okay, yeah. No 2QB stuff. Oh, here we go. That was quick.
Here I am. I am on the clock. I'm gonna take Aaron Jones because that's what my rankings say to do.
3rd overall.
Oh, actually, it should have been Dalvin Cook. My bad. I didn't realize that Dalvin Cook wasn't already
available.
drafted. Yeah, because that's where Dalvin Cook should go, not Alvin Kamara.
He's already been taken. 2nd overall. Chubb is what my rankings say.
No, your rankings say Dalvin Cook.
Oh, God bless, he's still there. I did not understand what you were saying. That's redonkulous.
Because you don't
What the
listen.
heck is Dalvin Cook doing going at 4?
Because I didn't realize he was still there at 3.
Right? Or what about guy
You
taking-
almost made the exact same mistake as I did.
I did while you were talking about it. Pachow!
Because you don't listen.
Listen.
What?
Nothing. I'm just... I pointed at the camera and said, listen, right as you said listen, and I thought it was funny. Oh, that's a lot of run backs, man. Whew.
That there's what we call a good old-fashioned hot mess of running backs.
Mm-hmm. But got 5, 9, 13, 14, 15 running backs. Dobbins went in the mid-second. Wow.
That is crazy.
That's rich,
Najee
man.
Harris, the
I
second
don't even
pick
feel
of the
great
first
about-
of the second, or the first pick of the second round.
I don't even feel great about
Wow.
Mixon in the mid-second. I feel fine about Mixon in the end of the second, I think. Gibson, I have him higher. Eckler, obviously.
You're on the clock, by the way.
Thank you.
Sad sack. Grab someone quickly. Oh, I'm gonna sit here and think about it, and then I'm just gonna auto pick.
Went
All right, there we
receiver.
go.
Hopkins. Hoping to have
You know what?
some-
I'm gonna go running back again.
It's interesting.
And no, this is a guy that I really don't mind Chris Carson as your RB2.
I've always been a fan. Back around to you quickly.
And there's still a good amount of wide receivers still available too. I
Mhm.
believe my rankings say that I should probably take AJ Brown, so I'll stick to that. I really don't like AJ Brown as my wide receiver 1, but all right.
Pretty sure my rankings say take. If I go running back to take Mr. Josh Jacobs. Where is he?
You.
Yeah. Carson, Swift. Oh, Swift is still there. Najee's gone. Da-da-da-da-da. Oops, that's not the right browser. 22 seconds. Swift is what my rankings say. I even moved Swift down a little.
Wow.
I could get a receipt. Oh, God. McLaren's still there. I do have McLaren above. I think I have Allen.
McLaurin.
Think of Allen above them all. McLaren, like Lauren.
There's a U in there. There's
I know. I'm not claiming to be some pronunciation expert. Who invited the grammar Nazi?
No one. It's not about grammar. It's about pronunciation.
The pronunciation Nazi
Police.
guy. Yep, police.
The pronunciation police. Is that an alliteration? Because, I mean, there's a lot of syllables to pronunciation that it just doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Pronunciation police.
Pronunciation police. Pronunciation police.
Pronunciation police. Oh,
Did you just take... Oh, that's the other Josh.
that's the real, not me.
I was like, did you just take hits after taking Jacobs? Did you take?
Two guys that will probably never touch my fantasy teams outside of this mock draft.
All right, I'm gonna kind of have to go running back here. James Robinson is still there, so is Hunt. I think we got them reasonably up there.
Ooh, look at all these wide receivers that are still available. This is delicious.
Oh.
Do you regret not taking a running back already in the second round?
Yeah, in the third. No, the third. I could have had, who was I looking at? Go ahead with your pick when you're ready. Was it Jacobs?
A quick bounce over to my rankings here, just because I want to...
Oh, it was Swift. Yeah, it was Swift and Jacobs. I could have had Swift. I think I would have gone Swift there, in hindsight. Allen was just... I probably have Allen a little too high.
Really? You would rather have DeAndre Hopkins and Chris Carson?
Yeah, I think so.
And I don't know, man. I mean, look at my wide receivers versus yours and my team. Man, I would much rather have my team than yours at this point.
Yeah, but you would say that no matter what. Every single time.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, you're biased.
No,
your
because I can step back and look at the big picture. You're the biased one.
Oh, okay. I like how that works.
I like how my statement in itself is rather
it's completely and utterly biased. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't love James Robinson as my RB2, but that's all right.
I would hate that. Yeah, I maybe should have went running back there in the 5th round, but I mean, I was just looking at like the receivers available. I'm like, oh man, this is delicious. Like right here, like these are tasty treats at the moment.
Yeah,
we'll see what the end of the 6th brings me.
Thing that got me was having a.
Did you just draft Lamar Jackson?
No, I didn't mean to. I must auto picked.
Dude,
damn it! I tried to get him there. I wanted to check my rankings real quick. Fail. No, it was Keenan Allen still sitting there. That's what drew me in.
Your love for Keenan Allen knows no limits.
That's right.
All right, you're on the clock.
I'm
just going to tell you because otherwise you're never going to pay attention.
I was watching the whole time.
Oh, okay.
That time. I just don't like. This is not a good exercise. It just goes too fast. We don't need like 4 minutes, but we need more than 20 seconds.
Why? It's 45 seconds. It's not that bad.
Because we're supposed to talk about whom we're picking, and talk about.
And I do.
Picking. Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. You just say I'm
Harris
biased.
Is up, and Melvin Gordon. And wow, this is bad. The Trey Sermon, according to Fantasy Football Calculator, is above Zach Moss now.
I'm sorry, who's above Zach Moss? Trey Sermon? Yeah, he's rising.
But they're weird. I don't get this Trey Sermon love, but all right.
I mean, I like
you bastard. You freaking bastard.
Yeah, I need running backs. I like that. Now him as my 3rd. That's not too bad. Might make up for that.
You're a bastard.
Except I took a quarterback. That's awful.
That was like literally what I was going to. Who was like I had it all queued up, and I was like I had my finger over the draft button. I was ready to go, and
I took him.
Now I gotta stay calm and mock draft on, and I will go. You know what? I don't need a quarterback, but I'm gonna draft a Justin Herbert on accident.
We're even. Oh,
I was gonna go Melvin Gordon.
I think it's so ironic. We just talked about how much time we're given, and you just did the same thing I did.
You know what?
I mean, we can't necessarily fill the room. There's
something that you can go do yourself.
For a second, I thought that was Kenny Gainwell listed as a wide receiver. I was like, what is going on in this world?
I think that's Kenny Galladay.
It is. I don't like these running backs at all. I
don't either. That's why I was just like, Melvin Gordon, I guess,
either,
is. Oh, really? Because I mean, Tiggins is there, and
I just took Tiggins.
Oh, nice. I love that pick.
Pretty sure he's what
I don't love Tiggins being your wide receiver 3, but
yeah, well, I don't love having Lamar. I'd have another skill position in there if it weren't for that darn quarterback. See, this is a perfect example, folks. Like the
this
quarterback
is why you don't take quarterbacks early.
Exactly. I mean, there goes Brady in the 7th. I mean, there's going to be 3 more rounds of guys that I would in it.
Honestly, what I was going to do is I was going to take Odell Beckham instead of Justin Herbert there, and then I was going to hope that Melvin Gordon made his way back around.
I like the Beckham
And-
pick. I like the value, man. I'm a notorious.
And what Odell Beckham
on,
too is your wide receiver 4. Like, oh come
Mhm.
on, that's some good stuff right there.
30 seconds for me. I have 3 running back.
Hasty treats. You
That one was not said out loud. Oh, David Johnson. Oh God. I don't know, man.
I wanted Gus Edwards, and I'm like, if for whatever reason he's not there, I'll take David Johnson.
Yeah, David Johnson queued up. I got 4 running backs now, 3 receivers, a quarterback.
You know what?
You're up.
I know,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
If it ever goes
I
through.
think I have him in the same ballpark as Gus Edwards, if I recall correctly.
My internet's just failed.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's my guy.
What?
Yeah, let's do
there
it.
is.
Let's
Okay.
do it. In
Robert Tunyon, huh?
ninth.
As like the 10th tight end off the board. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Not
I think
bad.
I have him higher than that. And he's getting good reviews from the beat reporters that are,
sounds
giving us
pretty good.
fluff.
Yeah, I got him at 7, and so do you.
Oh, okay, there you go. You've risen on him a bit. And I might have actually bumped him down in favor of, I don't remember who. Maybe? No, I don't remember.
Oh.
But I feel like he was 6 at one time. I don't have it pulled up. I
See,
can't do it right
this
now
is.
'cause
I could have
I'm-
gotten Stafford in the 9th. Oh my God, that is ridiculous. And it's this team's second quarterback too. Like, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Might have bumped Andrews up over Tanyan. And I don't remember if I had a great reason
You're up.
why. Thank you.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I've got a
When the
tight end
Hulk
and I've got a
comes for
quarterback, so I'm going to pummel receiver and running back. I could go either way right now. Let's see what we got. Hines, I think we're in a half-point PPR there. Don't love the running backs there. Jalen Waddle's still there. Mooney, just to piss you off.
That is 3. Okay, that is 6, 8, and 10 now. That is
What? Take your guy again.
every time you're in front of me.
We
Snake.
if you haven't noticed, we're in the same quote room together when we talk about drafting players a lot, so it's not unheard of for things to rub off. I'm higher, in fact, if I don't. No, I think we're real close in Mooney, and apparently dead on with Tanyan.
Onion.
Tanyan with McTunyon. That was a McLaren joke. McLaren. God, I did it again. I think it's the car messes me up.
It's not spelled the same way.
I don't ever look at the way the car is spelled. I just hear people say it because I'm not a car guy. And I'm like, oh, cars. And then I could tune them out. Nicole Hardman. And I am on the clock. I want a running back, please. Give me some dart throw, guys.
I have 6 running backs now. That is
Uh-oh.
great. And you only have 4.
Yep. That's a good.
2 of your 4 should be on this team right here. Oh. You know what I didn't do when I reopened the browser? I didn't go back into chat.
Ooh. Okay. I see another one there.
Ugh.
It is okay. Coming back around here in a minute. We've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes.
I was gonna say we might have to cut this stream a little bit shorter today. I am.
That's pretty
Ah.
quiet. We're just getting our mocks in. Maybe do one more.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm up. Tink. Gonna tink.
Xavier Jones. I don't get the love for this guy, but whatever. Sometimes a guy can be okay on a bad, a bad guy can be okay in the right situation, I guess, right?
Bad guy. Bad.
Well, he's not terrible. He's just, I should probably take a tight end, huh?
I got mine in the 9th.
gonna wait. Actually, I'm gonna wait.
That's
one more
incredible
round.
value. I mean, I hate the value that I lost by taking quarterback early, but I mean, it's not like I don't have Lamar
I
ranked
draft
in
Amari?
my
Yes,
top.
I
I mean, he's ranked in my top 12 for goodness sakes. It's not like I'm upset. It's just, But to come back around and get Mooney and Tanyan makes me feel better about myself and Jones. Gage was the other one I was considering. Took Jones
Now I'll
instead.
take my tight end, just to make sure I have one. I'm gonna go with weird.
Sorry, I'm moving around a little bit, folks. I'm counting up my roster here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know what? I'm gonna wait one more round. Wait. 14, 15. No, I have to take one here. So I'll take your boy.
Nice pick. I feel like I could use one more running back, one more guy I think might hit type of thing or has value if there's still something like that out there. I think I'm going to take Ahmed. There's a part of me. There's a part now. In context, this is a dart throw. We can all agree on that. I'm still on board with Gaskin wherever I've got him ranked, but there's a little part of me that wonders if Ahmed is the better running back. We'll see. Then Sanders. I'm sorry, then Gaskin. Why did I just say Sanders?
He's much smaller.
I thought they were similarly sized. In fact, I thought Ahmed was more like 6 foot and Gaskin was more like 5'10".
Oh, I thought I'm
both 200-ish.
I'm working off of memory. Oh,
yeah, for sure.
5'11". Okay. Wow, I thought he was like 5'9". My bad.
Now I should probably be taking defense and whatnot. Or kicker.
Whatnot. Oh.
Bolts.
Interesting. Kicker always first.
I don't know if I subscribe to that.
That's fine. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember from the show. I was like, did I nod and agree? Did I give any pushback? I was like, I think I more or less kind of agreed, but it might be. I think it just depends on the defense that's sitting out there.
Good beers. So at work, there's this product called a bear hugger, which is more or less just like a blanket or something. It's they pump warm water through it, and for like keeping patients warm or something. I don't know. Anyways, it's a medical thing. It's called bear hugger, and there was this one day at work that I was like, hey Rob, are you gonna take the beer huggers? He's like, those are not beer huggers, and I was like, what? He's like, they're not beer huggers. I'm like, what? He's like, beer, like the thing you drank? Yeah, they're not beer huggers. I'm like, okay, just whatever. Like, he got weirdly defensive about it. I was like, what?
And it's just like a nickname that folks call it, right?
And they're called bear huggers. Bear,
as in a.
And I purposely mispronounced it, and I was like, beer hugger. And then he got like, I'm like, all right, guy, just settle down.
That does sound weird.
Yeah, it was very bizarre.
Quick recap here. You're better at running back. You're better at running back, obviously. Receiver, argument can be made you're better there. I mean, I have the better player, but as a whole, you've got Kupp as your third. Kupp as your third receiver. I've got T. Higgins as my third. You've got Carson as your second running back. I've got James Robinson. So far you're stronger. Quarterback. I like Herbert better at quarterback also, but Lamar can finish.
Overall, I gotta say I like my team a little bit better than yours. There's some there's some pluses and minuses for both teams, but overall I like mine better.
I like your running backs better, except for David Johnson. Yeah, but
I don't like that pick, but whatever. You're the one that stole Gus Edwards.
And the bottom of my receivers is real strong with Jones and Mooney. I love that. That'd be 4 and 5 for me. But other than that, yeah, 4 and 5 for you.
Yeah, my wide receiver depth.
Yeah, like my backup receivers and my tight end are better than yours.
Great, all things that I can replace in season.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, again, I probably have the better running back one and the better wide receiver one, but I did defer to your depth, your startability of your 3 receivers and your top 3 running backs over mine.
You deferred to the length of my that I have at wide receiver.
Depth, you mean?
Length.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
That's
referencing.
so weird. I'm like, he's got to be messing with
what we
me.
were talking about last night.
Oh, right. Lengthy. What do you say? One more quick one and then call it a day?
Oh, okay.
And you can rest up and consider that idea of some Madden.
I have got to get to the sleep clinic. I just don't know what their number is to call them.
Do you want to shake it? How can we shake it up here? Full PPR, 12 teams. That's not much of a shake up, but full PPR makes it kind of receiver.
Here it is. How did I not find this before? I'm totally calling these people tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude. I sleep like last night was like the most sleep I've gotten since, I don't know, in the last 2 weeks. It was 6 hours. Anyways, what were we gonna do now? What were we talking about?
I don't know. Full PPR, 12 teams, or go back to a 2QB because you didn't.
Let's do a 2QB again.
You kind of didn't get to do that. 2QB, 12 teams gives us no choices, so 2QB, 10 teams. Let's take the soonest one, I would say, of which some spots are open. That's good.
Pick 6.
You want pick 6? Gotcha.
Yep.
I'll go 2. Tink got a tink.
Danko.
Are you just typing? Oh.
That's someone's.
I thought it was
that's
yours.
someone's team name.
I got it now. Hopefully, we might actually fill up here. By the way, things are trending. We have 4 open spots.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see how many of these people actually end up playing.
Maybe for this last mock draft Sunday coming up a week from now, we could preemptively bother some of our friends online and be like, "Hey, why don't y'all show up? You don't have to be there at 10. Maybe you can be there like 11, and we'll
play a
some
game of Madden instead."
Yeah, that was my other thing. But I was thinking maybe we could save that for the regular season. Now, I guess you don't want to. You don't. I kind of like the idea of ending the show as football starts. So,
I didn't say we couldn't do other things.
I know. I'm thinking out loud. Like, if I wanted to play on the regular Sunday streams during the regular season, which I do, not necessarily Sunday, but if I wanted to try that, it means like, can't end the show with it, I guess is what I'm saying, because the ending of the show is supposed to end at kickoff or whatever. But I'm open to whatever. I do think it's a great idea to play. It doesn't even have to be Sundays, I guess.
I'm gonna bookmark this site here.
I want to make it real casual, be able to like, okay, we're done with news and injuries, and anybody want to jump in on some Madden?
What?
I don't know. I'm thinking out loud still.
Are you talking about like during regular season? No, I'm not gonna do that.
No.
I said I'm not going to. You can do whatever the hell you want. I'm definitely not going to.
I think I will. Excuse me.
This COVID stuff is really starting to piss me off, man. Like I've barely done anything since things have reopened, and now it's coming back, and I'm just like, man, I kind of wanted to go places and like do things. Like I wanted to maybe go watch some football on Sundays and whatnot, and I'm getting a little scared. Getting a little scared. Hopefully they're gonna give us a booster shot at work.
Last thing I read about boosters was that the lesser fortunate countries are like, hey, could y'all like hold off for a little bit? So maybe we can get some of that because we don't even we have folks
And the
that even
U.S.
had
is
their
like, and the U.S. just like raises their middle finger to them and be like, I mean, we got it pretty bad again here. We're gonna need those.
Yeah, no, I heard they're deferring their because the folks in the lesser fortunate countries don't even have their second booster allegedly. So
They don't even have like their first in some
could
countries.
be, yeah. So there's that. Here we go.
And,
Here we go.
but yet, like Israel and the UK, they're going ahead with boosters, and I'm like, granted, those are smaller countries by population, but
Fair.
it's on you.
All right, CMC. We are doing a 2 QB draft. I am definitely not going quarterback second overall. I am going to high drafted players, and then I'm going to take a running back, which would be my second guy, which would be Dalvin Cook again. Except at his appropriate spot.
That is appropriate spot.
Yo-Yo is on the clock. Everybody can see fine, it looks like. Typical result here. Nothing too crazy.
Derrick Henry.
Kind of against our rankings, which pushes another player down to us. Also remember the turn.
There goes Pat Mahomes.
There goes the first QB. Well, it seems like we don't have very much delay. That's nice.
And there goes Josh Allen. So I'm gonna wait on quarterback now because I don't want Kyler. I'm gonna go Zeke here, I guess.
He's your highest ranked RB at this point.
Chubb. Or actually, they say Aaron Jones.
I was gonna say, what about Jones and Chubb? I was gonna say Chubb.
I don't think this is a PPR, so I'm gonna go Chubb.
I just blanked on what I was gonna say. If
Stanko's on the clock.
Silly question. Although it is a 10 team, if Kyler makes it back around, are you gonna take him?
Probably, yeah.
Like if somebody has Dak above him or what have you. I'm just throwing a name out there. Not saying they should.
No. I mean, if he comes back around, yeah, I'll take him. But I was gonna go quarterback there, but Josh Allen went, and so I was like, nope. Now I'm gonna go.
I like having your guy there.
Now I'm gonna go back around. I'm hoping Dak makes it back, but I really doubt he's going to.
Well, I think that's fair to say. But you would go Kyler over Dak, right? Yeah. You mentioned that earlier.
No.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, you Dak over Kyler. You have him.
Yeah, I don't really like Kyler Murray all that much, man.
Okay. I thought you.
I mean, like, I don't hate him as much as I have in the past. Like last year, really kind of like helped that.
But you said I was nuts for having Dak number 2.
Yeah.
Well, you have him what, 4 or 3?
Yeah, I guess I have Kyler above Dak. I'm gonna have to change that.
that's all I was getting at.
I don't know. I'm really tired, dude.
I see.
I've been up for 5 hours, unlike some people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't sleep, man. Like I wake up at 6:30 like every morning. It doesn't matter. Like so on Thursday night / Friday morning, I went to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Woke up at 6:30. Worked 11 hours.
I don't usually have that issue, except for that one that I had just a few nights ago. Couldn't sleep, but it's very rare for me. Speaking of Kyler, he went at the turn. The guy to the computer team took Kyler and Lamar back to back, so he's set there. Coming back around to you, Kelsey went off the board. And then
Dak could make it if Stanko don't take him. Stanko don't take Dak. I'm good. I am good to get Dak. Oh my God, Saquon's still there though.
I get the turn. It's gonna be hard to not maybe take one of these QBs that are in the upper echelon
because it is 2 QB, and I really wanted to go start scrub on quarterback this time around. So
Stanko went tight end, running back in a 2 QB, so that's notable. You went running back, quarterback. It's coming back around to me soon, as you just mentioned. He took Dak.
I really thought about Saquon there though, or Austin Eckler, one of those two. I was just like, it was hard not to. I'm like, it's a mock draft. Let's see how the team turns out. You know, like I would never have done that in a real draft, even in a 2 quarterback draft. I would never have done that. I would have gone with one of those 2 running backs, probably Eckler.
Yep. If he'd have been there for me coming up here on my second pick, I definitely would have considered Eckler. I need to consider Saquon. I really do, like you said. I'm just, there's going to be a really good quarterback there.
Take a hard, long look at Saquon just in case he's still there.
He's probably got to be, although he is the top running back, so yeah.
We'll see what Yo-Yo does. Yo-Yo gonna draft.
Yo.
Oh, I was hoping that he was gonna like draft right there. So I was gonna be like, he's gonna draft, and then I could say it, and then he didn't. And he's gonna he's probably gone by now, or tinkering with something. No, he went Tyreek Hill. What are you gonna do, Saquon, or are you gonna maybe take Aaron Rodgers? I mean, you're almost at the turn, so you could bounce back around for potentially Rodgers or
you're right.
Herbie.
I'm not quite at the turn. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I could come back around for quarterback for sure. It has to be Saquon, doesn't it? Unless I go receiver. I'm pretty sure I have Barkley above Taylor and Harris. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I do. Still, even though I lowered Saquon a bit. I'm going to go back and double check that after it comes back around to me on my rankings. See if I can do it now.
You do. I can't believe you don't remember your rankings.
I do have Saquon. Nope, I have Taylor above him. My fault.
Oh, I have Saquon above Taylor.
I dropped Saquon quite a bit. A little concerned, but that's okay. That's okay. It's close enough that I'm not upset at all. They're
Oh wow, it's a good thing you took Saquon because both those quarterbacks went. Or it's a bad thing. You probably should have taken those.
Fair, but I also was resolved to the fact of
that
Stafford basic. Oh, Tannehill. I have him higher.
You're crazy to have Tannehill higher than Stafford.
I could punt it. I could punt again. No, I'm not crazy.
Lunacy.
Literally finished ahead of him the past 2 years in a row. So it's not lunacy. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying that it's going to happen again. I'm just saying
he's been playing on a lesser team, but he's the more talented quarterback by far. With much better weapons this season. Much better weapons. That would be the Rams receivers are more talented than what the Detroit has been fielding.
That's fine. You're still way overweight against Tannehill. No, you just raised him. We're like the same on him. It's one spot difference.
Still above Tannehill.
Yeah, and you're too high on Stafford. So there.
No, I'm not.
I think you are. That's my point.
And you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Ice cream bet.
I know you are, but what am I?
An idiot.
No, I know you are, but what am I?
I'm not doing this. Okay, so I'm on the clock, and I mean, there's talent there. I mean, there's CH is there. I don't really want him as my RB2. And this is a 2 quarterback league, so kind of have to.
Have you looked at my running backs? That's all I've taken.
What's that?
I've got 3 running backs. That's all I've taken. Because the whole stuff. Because I didn't feel great taking Tannehill there.
I'm gonna go Calvin Ridley here.
I wonder if I have.
I'm gonna go Ridley. Because I'm running out of time and I want to get a wide receiver too that I really like. There we go. And then I can bounce back around for there's still some RBs out there that I like. I mean, I'm not a Monty lover, but I guess I am getting which is weird because as the preseason and the off season rolls into the start of the regular season, David Montgomery just keeps climbing somehow in my rankings. And I'm like, go away, go get back down there. And he's like, nope, I'm here. Ain't getting rid of old Monty.
Old Monty.
For some reason, he sounds like a 49er. Ain't getting rid of old Monty. You got a penny to spare for Monty? For an old miner?
Excuse me. Well, I did feel better about how this stream went as opposed to the first, even though we both auto drafted a couple times. I felt like I managed that part of it a little better.
Oh my god! I was going to go start scrub at quarterback.
Tannehill.
Oh my god!
You're what? You got Dak. Okay.
I don't really know if I can ignore Stafford sitting here. You know what? Nope. I'm going to go. Like I said, I'm going to do star scrub. Like I said, I was going to. I'm going to stick to my guns on it, just to see how my team ends up.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
No, I like it. I like your team so far. To be clear. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Dobbins. All right. Position. Running back, obviously. Coming up on me real quick. McLaurin. I really like the receivers that are on the board. McLaurin.
Dude, McLaurin. By the time the regular season starts, I'm gonna get this beat into your head.
Maybe not. All right, back around to me. I kind of want to go quarterback receiver at this almost turn, and Stafford's right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take Stafford now.
Yes.
Because there's more receivers there.
He's only available because I ignored him.
Yep.
I had to like take my left hand and control my right hand from not
He just
drafting
took
Stafford there.
receiver. It's like, remember when I chose not to go quarterback, then it went quarterback at the turn? I chose not to go receiver, and it went receiver at the turn. That's okay. It was deep.
Maybe Axel's just like
Oh,
lurking in
freaking
our
Robinson's still there. I have him above CD. I'm not changing that. I'm not buying into that much CD hype. There is a ceiling for CD. Now, Dynasty, that ceiling is
it's
high.
the sky.
I don't know about this year. I don't know about this year. I mean, yeah, with a hurt Amari, for sure. But I have Allen Robinson higher, so I love this team so far.
Yeah, it's not bad. I kind of like your team better than mine at the moment.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard team to beat week to week. Now we still have a lot of draft to go, but yeah, solid.
A whole lot of draft to go.
Yeah, I don't even have another quarterback yet, much less a third one. Where are we at? Yo took Evans. A lot of receivers.
Right, I'm back on the clock here. Let's see what's available.
A lot of receivers that come off the board. Yep. Okay.
CD's there. That's kind of an instant draft right there. But Jalen Hurts, no. Joe Burrow, no. I was going to say
glance at quarterback and running back.
It's CD. Like there's no question there. I think he's definitely the top available.
Yeah, Allen Robinson.
Outside of the quarterback, yeah. I mean, and like I said, I'm going to go star scrub on quarterback. At some point, I'm going to end up drafting a quarterback, probably either this round or next. Probably next, because it's going to get real thin real quick.
For sure. Stafford sitting at the top there was too hard to leave alone. I was like, no, he's in a different tier for me, despite what we were talking about with the Tannehill Stafford flip flop there. I'm not like one spot to me is like nothing to argue about, really. It's like that doesn't even. It's not like a travesty. I have one spot higher. That's all it is, and they're in the same tier. Well, I haven't done my quarterback tiers. So there's that. They would probably be in the same tier off the top of my head.
I'm on the clock again. Julio just went. I was actually contemplating Julio there. Huh. That's a bit of a bummer. I'm gonna.
Who's gonna be your second?
According to calculators rankings, this is a reach, but I'm definitely taking Cooper Kupp here. Yeah. Miles Sanders or Cooper Kupp? What do you say?
Kupp, I would say.
That's what I'm thinking too. That's what I'm gonna do. I could have really used a running back there, but that's fine.
That was the only hesitation, that and quarterback. But
I'm waiting on quarterback still.
Gotcha. You might want to do it next time around.
Yeah, because there goes Cousins, and I kind of wanted Cousins. I thought maybe he'd make it back.
And for Burrow,
there's still quarterbacks here there's still quarterbacks here that I like. So I'm okay with it for now.
I haven't taken my second one yet.
So far, I got Nick Chubb in the first, followed by Dak in the second. Remember, it's 2 quarterback mock. Calvin Ridley's my wide receiver 1. J.K. Dobbins, followed by CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. Now, I could have drafted Cooper Kupp. Sorry, I could have drafted Amari Cooper in the 6th round there, but I like CeeDee Lamb better than all the guys above him. So maybe I could have went Woods instead of Amari, and had Amari. I'm sorry. Yeah, I could have done that and ended up with Amari Cooper, but whatever. I'm surprised you didn't go Amari Cooper.
Baker? Oh, no, I think receiver's deep enough because I've got.
Okay.
No, that's fine. Actually, to be fair, Cooper might be a tier ahead of Godwin and Thielen and etc. But I did like the fact that I had deep receiver there. Had Cooper and Godwin and Thielen left. Am I back around to me yet?
Okay.
Oh, no. What the? Okay, going that way. Sorry. He's still on the board. Amari. Axel is. He probably will. I'm okay with that.
He's been kind of guys from you.
Kind of snaking. Yeah, exactly. But tier-based drafting. This is why you don't fall in love with one name, and you kind of make sure that you're.
Boy, there goes your boy got picked.
Yeah, I'm not worried about tight end right now. Not in this draft. I've got 2 quarterbacks. We talked about receivers where I'm going because Amari is still there, and I don't have CD. Right? Just double check. Not something I want to.
You
dive
laugh,
into.
but man, I've seen you draft at that. I'm like, good
Hey,
job, dummy.
that's why I double checked. Not that I've done it willingly. I think it's the problem. Not something I'm willing to get back into. No.
All right. All right. One more pick, and then I can draft my guy. One more pick. You know who my guy's going to be? I can just tell you because you're not.
Quarterback? Is this a quarterback?
Yep. It is a quarterback.
Give me a second. Tua?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thought so. I was kind of looking at that. I wanted to go away from Baker this time. Yeah, I get the Fitzpatrick starting stuff, but I don't know. I'm thinking that's not going to happen. Tyler frickin' Heineke, but hey. I've been wrong before.
Tyler Henney. Oh yes, I love this. Please make it to me, please. Come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Javonte Williams, perhaps Lee.
Perhaps Lee is going to be picked by Stanko. Javonte. He can't even pronounce your name right, Javonte.
Yeah, I said it right multiple times. I see. I have learned and adapted. I can say his name, Javonte. You know, you on the other hand have a weird Terry McLaurin, like brain lock or something.
I'm just gonna start muting you. I was gonna think that differently somewhere else, and then I decided not to. And that's what came out. Are you gonna pick him or not? There we go.
I was going to, honestly, I was gonna go quarterback there, and then I saw Javonte Williams there, and I'm like, I can't ignore this. I don't really know if Tua is much of a scrub at quarterback. I mean, I would consider maybe Baker more of one, or like Zach Wilson, or like further down. But that's okay.
Come on, Yo-Yo, don't take my guy, Yo-Yo.
Who is it?
I'm not telling you. I guess it really doesn't matter, does it?
You have two picks in front of my next one.
Damien Harris, sorry. Hey, I'm up. He took Big Ben because he needs a quarterback.
Mm-hmm. He needs multiple quarterbacks. I can count on him drafting another one probably in the next round.
Right.
Let's take a look at his team real quick. He's got Derrick Henry, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, not bad so far. Then it goes to Myles Gaskin, not in love with that. Mike Evans, Miles Sanders, Adam Thielen. For completely ignoring quarterback.
Really yeah.
Yeah, but for completely ignoring quarterback, his team isn't that great.
Yeah.
And obviously that's my opinion.
I like my start better for sure, but yeah. Like I said, the receivers just jump out, but otherwise his running backs are a little worried, and of course quarterback obviously. I am going to go. Feel really good about my running back room. I want to glance at quarterback because yeah.
Don't take my guy. I have 3 quarterbacks that I'm hoping make it back to me. Actually, you know what? I can take a flyer on a guy too and hope that he's starting by week 7. I'm going to do that.
Should be able to get some good value coming around here for my wide receiver 3, I hope. But it's a little thin. But I went ahead and got my 3rd quarterback there. Got my guy, as we say. In the biz.
That's the guy I was looking for.
The one I took? Justin Fields?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep, he's mine.
Because like I said, like I was just saying, is that I'm because I have 2 starting quarterbacks at the moment. Like I can go for upside, and I was looking for Justin Fields. I'm like, I'm pretty confident by week 7 that Fields was going to be on the field.
I'm being a little risky with my bottom 2 quarterbacks. If you really want to put my foot to the fire, right? Technically, Justin Fields isn't the starter, and there has been a whisper.
Yeah, but if Ryan Fitzpatrick,
I'm hoping they cancel each other out, is what I'm getting at. But it's still one could be critical of it, is what I'm saying. But I like my team.
I don't mind it at all. Honestly, I really don't.
Good. I'm loving my team in this draft. Honestly, I'm just getting me excited about the Superflex. I need to message Carl today and get all that lined up. Then we'll be at 9 for both leagues.
Carl's going to be in it?
I think so. He said he was really interested last time, but I know sometimes casuals, their fandom.
I think sometimes people just and I have definitely noticed this, working at the university, is that sometimes people just say stuff to make you go away.
Right. Yeah. So
Like they just tell you what you want to
where he's
hear,
at. Yeah. Yeah, for
and
sure.
just like not necessarily to make you go away, but just to like be like, oh yeah, okay.
To address
And
the
I'm like,
conversation, the situation, and be like, I'm going to move on. I may or may not do
yeah,
what I just said. Or I have no intentions of holding up that end of the bark. It happens. I do it too, I'm sure. I'm sure I do.
I do it sometimes, and yeah, I do it to Toby at times, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna totally do that. And then he does it to me sometimes too, and we
I
have a
think
great
anybody
friendship.
that spends a reasonable amount of time around somebody, it's probably going to happen from time to time.
Um,
Receiver, holy mother of pearl. Come
I'm
on. I'm just looking at a guy. Probably has no
gonna
business being
I'm
there.
gonna go this route. No,
Ooh,
not computer control.
where is that? Is
What are you
that
looking
down
for?
here? There it is on the right. You just mentioned computer control. I couldn't find
I
that.
clicked that instead of draft player, and I'm like, why would you put those so close to each other? Like,
Right. I was wondering where the button was. That's what I was wondering. Oh, back around to me quickly. I felt really good about a receiver. What the
yikes! For a
Am
guy
I
who
just
completely
crazy?
punted
Okay,
on quarterback, why did he go with
Chark over Galladay? What are some of these? Chase Claypool over Galladay? I mean, I don't know, man. I'm taking him. I need a third receiver. He should be the number one on his
mildly
team.
injured, shitty, or I'm sorry, a subpar quarterback, blah blah blah.
He's mildly injured, Galladay is?
Yeah,
With what? Groin?
hamstring, of course.
Hamstring, of course. I took
We
him.
talked about it last before. I can't remember which.
I guess I'm just questioning whether it's still lingering. Obviously, you're telling me it is. That's fine. I still feel okay with that pick.
I haven't heard anything otherwise. Like they were saying he was going to miss 2 or 3 weeks with it. I'm like,
It's
dude,
been a
it's a
couple weeks.
hamstring. Like, what is going on with this? Like,
I think it's going to be a long season, man. I don't think these guys need to be playing.
but he missed over half the year with a hamstring injury last year.
Yeah, that's on top. Put
That
cherry
was
on
more
top.
what I was getting at.
That's
I'm
fine.
just
yeah.
like,
I can understand that. That's a good point. I kind of want to take a chance on a guy that's been raising an ADP and kind of not all about that ADP life, but it's still, I'm in the 11th. Of course, this is a super flex.
pick the guy so I know who it is.
Sermon.
Sorry, getting
It's okay.
impatient. Oh, ew.
It's the 11th.
Mm,
And I love
it wouldn't matter.
And I
if
love
it was
all the
the
running backs in
16th.
front of them. So, and
Wouldn't matter
love
if
my
it was the
receivers.
16th round. I don't get this Trey Sermon love.
Apparently, he's the better player than. I mean, they're not saying he's taken over Mostert or anything. It's just he's starting to supplant himself as the two. And your guy Elijah, I can't remember the last name. One of the Elijahs. Mitchell is not. I guess I don't know. I haven't read much about him. I haven't read much about Sermon other than what we're just literally just start talking about. But that ADP is. Whew, if he's ranked here on this thing, his ADP must be.
Yeah.
Rising.
How did Jerry Jeudy go way before that guy? What?
For Sermon or before
Cortland Sutton, who I just drafted.
Oh, right. I would say the same thing about Galladay.
I mean, look at all these guys and
Jeudy went
receivers in front of him. Jamar Chase. I mean, not Odell Beckham, but Chase Claypool, DJ Chark, your Kenny Galladay, Laviska. Like what? Robbie Anderson. What did everyone just like have a brain fart in this draft and be like? I mean, we're drafting with real people here too.
Yeah.
Like what the?
Judy's got a lot of hype, but I understand that it's hey, what's up, Justin? How's it going? Thanks for joining us, man. I have Stafford and Fields and Lance as my quarterbacks. Should I drop Lance and pick up Watson? Is this in a super flex, Justin, or a 2QB, what have you? That would be my first question. Sounds like it because you have 3 quarterbacks. In which case, I would say,
I hope so.
I don't think I'd drop Lance for Watson. I think I'd wait and see what happens with Lance. Oh, you got Fields as your other quarterback. Technically, he's not the starter.
It's a 1 quarterback?
Oh, yeah, you don't need anybody besides Stafford. I would drop 2 quarterbacks and pick up.
Is it dynasty?
Oh, that's a good question too.
And if it's dynasty, then leave Watson out there. Maybe drop Stafford for no, you're not dropping Stafford.
I am up. Should be square at running back for now. Could go receiver. I don't have a tight end.
If this is a 1 quarterback redraft league, then you just leave Watson out there.
Yeah.
and maybe drop one of those other guys too for a running back of some sort. Now, if it's dynasty, trade someone and then pick up Watson.
Yeah, if it's a 1 QB redraft, normal 1 QB. Yeah, if it's a normal 1 QB redraft league, I'm not carrying 2 quarterbacks. I think Stafford is better than
I'm not carrying 3 for sure. I'll carry 2, but not 3.
Well, I'm not carrying 2 if it's Stafford is my
I don't
one.
know. I don't know the parameters of
Stafford.
the league or how the league is. If everyone else in the league has multiple quarterbacks, then I should have multiple quarterbacks too.
Yeah,
I don't like it, but I have to.
So to answer the question,
to
Stafford and Fields or Stafford and Lance? That would answer the question, right? I don't know. That's really close.
I gotta go. I
have to go Fields. I have to go Fields.
I'm gonna maybe go Lance. Man. Yeah, I guess it's Fields. It's kind of flip a coin there, but I guess it's Fields just by a hair.
Back around to me. I need a 4th receiver here. And I've already stocked up on running back pretty well, so I feel good about that. Ooh, Fuller's still there. I feel like he might be the highest one on my rankings there.
Yes, you take Fuller there, and you ignore the running back that I want.
That's available or on my team? What did you say?
That's available.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was like, I like my running backs. I think you do too.
Yeah. They could be better.
Justin, we stream at 10 a.m. Central, a couple hours before kickoff every Sunday morning. We also have a regular show we'll be doing during the season, matchups, as far as the long format weekly show, but we jump in here. We stream before game time every Sunday morning to get a couple odds and ends, such as injury updates, starting lineup advice, maybe a segment here and there, news, and we're good. I don't have any text commands.
I think you just like saying the word segment. You're always about doing segments and whatever, and I'm just like, okay.
Parts. So as my RBs, I got Rojo, Aaron Jones, Michael Carter, James Robinson, Javonte Williams, and 10 team thoughts. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running backs. That's probably fine.
J-Rob.
You're a little weak at RB2. Meaning James Robinson is the 2, or is Williams the 2, or Carter?
Williams or Carter? I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah. Hopefully they win a share of that job. Let me pick real quick. I am up with 20 seconds, and I think I'm good on receiver and whatnot. Is it time for kicker and stuff? Yeah, I think it is.
Yes, it is. It's 14th round. I should have actually taken one instead of Mooney.
Go. See, here's a chance. Here's a situation where I take a kicker over defense because Mr. Koo is there. So
you jerk.
And I'm at the turn, so to speak. So now I can take a defense. So that's where that's how I feel it out when it comes to defense and kicker at the last 2 picks.
I just don't care about defenses. Defenses Cleveland. I could get rid of way before kickers. I
think it's just like kicker in that there's a 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I don't know how many each year that I kind of like.
Kicker, there's like half the kickers at least are good. You know, like whatever.
Ooh, yeah. I figured your receivers would be strong, Justin. I like that. I do like that. To Josh's point, given the context of your receivers, your running backs are not so bad at RB2 and RB3 because you've got Allen Robinson, Justin Jefferson. I'm sorry, you also have Tyreek Hill. How the heck did you pull that off? I went, I think is what he meant to say. I think he meant to say he went heavy wide out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strong, man. Hopefully it's a full PPR.
Was this a like an auction draft? Because that is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy that you were still able to get Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson and Allen Robinson in the same.
Well, you have a tight end problem there, but that's fine.
So he believes. What is Pitts my tight end? 5. So.
And he is my tight end 9. I might probably be lower.
I might move Tanyan. I can't. I don't feel like I can move Tanyan anymore. I'm getting him everywhere.
The 10th pick. This is
full PPR redraft 10th pick.
Aaron Jones went down all the way to the 10th pick.
That's insane.
I want to be in this guy's league.
So he was at the turn and got Jones and
probably Tyreek Hill.
Yep. Hill dropping there is believable. Yeah,
Justin
that's what I'm saying.
Jefferson, then probably DJ Moore or
Justin
James
Jefferson
Robinson
has no
maybe
business
in
being
the beginning
down in
of
the third. Yeah. But hey, home league, that's what happens.
I guess, yeah.
That's a strong team.
I do this
Speaking
when
of
people
strong
I do
teams,
that when people tell me their lineup and at work, and like a couple weeks from now I'll be like, so you probably took him in the first, second, third, and they're like, how do
yep,
you do that? I'm like,
it's
I do have a
generally where the
fantasy football
players
show.
going. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So speaking of strong teams, let's recap. Everything turned to computer at that point. Huh, weird. I went off the bat with 3 running backs in a 2 QB league and got great value there with Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor. Ended up taking my first QB in the 4th with Matthew Stafford, Allen Robinson, a great wide receiver 1, Fitzpatrick, quarterback 2, Amari, Damian Harris, Justin Fields on the bench as my quarterback 3 to see if something can happen there. Kenny Golladay in the 10th, again, 2 QB. Sermon as a dart throw quarterback, Tanyan, amazing value at tight end there. Fuller as a let's hope he hits. And then kicker defense, Koo and Cleveland. Josh, did you take Chubb first? Which team were you?
6.
Thank you. Nick Chubb. Dak Prescott as a elite quarterback in the 2nd in a 2 QB league. Ridley, Dobbins, he got his boy CD in the 5th. And his other boy,
nice
Cooper.
stack too.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp in the 6th. Tua, I love that as a QB2. I'm feeling good about that. I like how he did similar to me and went Trey Lance at his 3rd quarterback, went a rookie at his 3rd quarterback, thinking he'll take over eventually, and great value.
By week 7.
By week 7 there, by week time. Rojo at 10, again, great value at RB4 for him, like it. Sutton, similar to my...
I have no idea how Cortland Sutton lasted
similar
that
to
long.
my Galladay. He had no business being there in the 10th and 11th. David Johnson,
Even in a 2
if he
QB.
gets the job, great value there. Jamal Williams, we and Josh love that value every single draft, it seems like.
I have not done a mock draft without Jamal Williams.
I don't think I've done without Tanyan.
I'm serious.
I don't think I've done without Tanyan, but that's not true. Mooney in the 14th.
I didn't draft a tight end.
You didn't draft a defense.
Or a tight end.
Whoops. He
This
will be
is
hitting
what I
the
don't
waiver
understand
wire.
about this. Like when you
They let
add
you?
when you add a quarterback, like you need to add a roster spot. Like this should at least be at least 16 rounds. So you're starting. Like you have a 4-person bench in this league. Like
To that point, I have only 4 receivers, but I do have 5 backs. Yeah, so
I have 6.
that's where you went without 1 tight end.
And I have 5 receivers, and yeah.
Thanks, guys. No problem, Justin. Hello, WT. How's it going, Mr. WonderTech? Thanks for joining.
WonderTech's back.
We got a bunch of
again.
mocks in, and we got some news in. We never did we? We're gonna call it, or are we gonna do that handcuff thing?
I think we're gonna call it some troubles brewing.
Some troubles brewing down below. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah. Remember WonderTech every Sunday at 10 Central. So 11 your time? Basically, a couple hours before kickoff, we'll be in here doing the whole Chris and Josh thing.
There's one week where it's gonna be just Josh. And of course,
Yeah,
Chris
did I let you know
Chris
about
will still
that?
be here, I guess. Oh,
he's
3.5
got his draft
hours to the family
today.
draft. That's right.
Nice. Well, feel free to it's a keeper. Love that wrinkle. Okay. I don't know if I'd have kept a QB, but as we always say, your home league or family league is you know it better than we would, So if they've already keeping a bunch of quarterbacks, or there's just a lot of value at quarterback because of scoring, then hey man, that's my quarterback too.
And my quarterback 4.
Yes. But by all means, shoot us some messages if you want any. Tell us who you're picking, or you want any advice. By all means, let us know. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. We had a blast actually. Things went a little bit better with the mock drafting, even though we both auto-picked a little bit. We're hoping next Sunday, if we can get like you and maybe a couple other guys in the draft room with us, it'll kind of help it flow a little better, and it'll be fun to talk about.
That last mock was
On point?
It was good. There was a lot of actual people in there, and so it took forever. You're
Ex-
like, let's do one last quick one, and I'm like, okay. And then like about halfway through, I'm
Oh,
like,
that's a good
this
point,
is
yeah.
this is slower than the previous two combined.
Can't
You
keep
can't keep last year's keepers or a first round.
Yeah, I can see that steering you towards a quarterback. Okay, yep, I'm there with you. I like that. I like those wrinkles that you've got there in your league. That's fun, man. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, Josh, it did go well, but it did take longer. That's the key. I just think we need more real people in there. Not only do we get better picks sometimes, but also like you get a little bit more time to pontificate about your picks and discuss and talk to chat, you know?
Yeah, that's what I need. More Chris in my life.
Yep. More, we'll be playing Madden and killing each other. How could you? And then we'll go.
Yeah, I'm like we're gonna play Madden, and I'm gonna like beat you, and then you're gonna like there's like 3 hours later, I'm gonna get a knock on my door and be like, hello, and then you're just gonna like I'm gonna open the door and you're gonna like punch me. You're like, that's for beating me, and then you're gonna just drive back.
Have you punched a Josh today? Because nah, more Chris, he is in your life.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple more minutes if we want to end it right at.
I feel
noon.
like if we lived in the same place, your wife would probably think you're cheating on her with me.
Why are they always down in the basement together? Chris just almost used his alternative voice. I must have been doing a voice just then.
I think you mean his Bill voice.
Cracks me up. All right. I bet there's some games on today.
I couldn't watch the Colts game yesterday because it was out of market.
Oh, gosh.
It was so dumb.
Preseason. Is this where I need to be? No. That's where the tabs are so disorganized. Oh, here we go. Oh, live preseason. See, they just, I don't know. Don't worry, it's not going to come through the stream. Wait, he isn't cheating with
isn't
you?
he? Wait, he isn't cheating with you?
I just assumed. Oh, I don't see anything on right now. But again, it's just before noon.
No, you are cheating on me with your wife.
No, he's cheating. Ooh. Yeah, there's one at noon. Browns, Giants at Browns.
Did you know that the Browns are named? Do you know the Browns are named after their original owner? It's
Paul
like
Brown?
George Brown
Paul
or
Brown?
something.
Paul Brown?
All right, Ringo Brown, whatever.
Yeah, dude, like the Browns, Bengals, Bear. Oh god, I did a report on the beginnings of the NFL, so I should remember the first teams. But I know in terms of building the NFL roots, it was the Bears, the Browns, the Giants,
Packers.
Thank you. Colts, because Baltimore came along pretty early, I think. I mean, freaking Cowboys are babies, man. The 60s, beginning of 60s, to be clear. But
yeah, you can drink for that one.
Mm-hmm. Cheers. From what I heard, there's plenty to go around.
Yeah, me. There's definitely plenty of me to go around.
Oh, I think he was talking about me.
I know. I was making a fat joke.
Yeah, me. There it is. You see this? Undertech, this is my smartphone cam. It works great on this new NDI. I love it. I think we're going to try this Skype thing one day, Josh. This whole NDI thing. I think it's going to treat us better than Discord. Both video and audio, potentially. Even though...
It sounds like change. It scares me.
Resist.
It scares me.
All right. On that note, now that it's noon,
let's call it a stream.
Which NDI again? NDI, it's whatever technology where you send video and audio over network.
Something you saw a YouTube video on.
And Skype has it integrated into it, along with Zoom does. Zoom was the one that I think fairly recently put it in, like 3, 4, 5 months ago. Skype,
was it?
I don't know when they put it in.
More recent than that, but okay.
Might have been 3 months, might have been, I don't remember, but The fact that Skype and Zoom has NDI integrated makes it cool because you could just pull in an NDI source in OBS. There is no app. That's the beautiful thing about it. Oh, on my phone, the app is NDI HDX. Is the name of the app. It's $20. It's $20. So it's not great, but yes. So in OBS, you would bring in a source, and the source would be NDI. However, you have to have the NDI plugin, but there's no app. There's an app on the phone, but
if you think about it monetarily wise, if you have an old phone, like you got a new phone because like, yeah, this phone's older and whatever, an extra $20 is a lot cheaper. Is a lot cheaper than buying, and looks good too. It's a lot cheaper than buying.
I think it looks better than the
camera.
Exactly. I think it looks better than the other software I was using, IV Cam or something along those lines. Pick your poison. Yeah, and that one actually costs a couple bucks too, but so silly me spending money. But I'm really excited. This does look good. And the frame rate, even though it's 30, it's solid. Yeah. And it's on Wi-Fi. I had one little hiccup with it the other day where I had to like reboot my phone or something, and it was fine, or my PC. But we should go. Everybody, every Sunday morning at 10 Central, we're here on YouTube streaming. There's
a little button in the bottom right-hand corner to subscribe and get notices and all that.
Exactly. Subscribe, turn on the bell so you get notifications when we go live, but also we have a weekly video releases on Friday mornings for your viewing pleasure, and we've got one more off-season video.
Unless I get a little too into the bottle the night before, and then
it might be
comes
Monday
out on Saturdays
or Wednesday. Yeah. But yeah, that's coming out. So what was I going to say? Oh, next week's show. We have one more off-season show. We're going to be doing an ADP update, and then it's all in the regular season shows and matchups. Oh no, we have one more, don't we?
We have two more.
We have ADP, off-season shows.
And then we're planning a massive last week episode.
Big last off season.
Not fun to edit.
Right.
I might try and take the next day off from work. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. And we'll get ourselves a little tipsy and do some editing, and yeah.
Good times. Until then, everybody. Adios. This has been Chris.
If you want some in-draft advice too, I mean,
for sure.
I don't think I'll be doing much this afternoon. So
I got to paint, so I'll try and check my phone.
He'll be busy. I won't be. You want my advice anyways, or his? You know, I mean, he's got Dak at number 2 overall in a redraft. So
Zeke's overall, I did not
Amari
say
Cooper's
overall.
number 3.
He's my QB2, not overall. You're crazy.
Blake Jarwin is like 5th overall. Like it's Cowboys all the top.
These are lies. All lies.
Cowboys defense number 10 overall.
This is Chris. This has been AFFB, Amazing Fantasy Football. And our lovely co-host Josh. Bye everybody.
He's a co-host. Later everyone.